Assalamu alaikum. Hello, this is Mr. Khan from Pakistan from RealXenomania Telegram channel. Today we are going to cover a small topic about how to dump libraries from your rooted phone using Game Guardian. Here as an example I have installed PUBG Mobile in LD player rooted, and I have installed also Game Guardian 10.1 version, I think, not 10.1 but I think 89 point something version I had, so I installed it. The thing about dumping libraries, you can use it for two purposes. The first purpose is to improve your coding when you are developing something for rooted phones, and you already know that in Telegram everybody is copying each other and they are stealing offsets from each other using Game Guardian. It is like a pandemic of stealing here in Telegram, if I'm not wrong. People steal all the time from each other. If you are coding, you should try to use hooks or jumps inside your bypass offsets, so that if somebody tries to dump it, they will see fake offsets, not the correct offset inside. And if you are using hooks, hooks are the best method for protecting your offsets or your patches. So in order to find out if people can steal your offsets, you also want to know if the offsets are visible and easily detected inside a dump or not. So for this purpose, dumping is necessary to be learned, because if you want to break the motivation of stealers, and if you want to discourage them from stealing, you have to think about thieves and stealers in the first place. So if you think about them, if you think like them, then you should also learn their methods. So the thing is that if you want to protect something, you have to first become a thief, and you have to try all the methods in which you can steal offsets from other people. So when you master those methods, you know all the ways and all the doors, all the methods that people use for stealing offsets. You can protect your bypass from stealing by designing countermeasures for that, like defense measures for that. Okay, defensive methods. So for this purpose, let us say we have a PUBG game. You have to remember that this is a rooted phone. Okay, so I have installed Game Guardian and I have not done any kind of settings inside it. Okay, this is just the default PUBG, and this is the default Game Guardian. Okay, installed, no settings done inside anything. Okay, so here I have Game Guardian, and I will attach it to the game after the first logo appears. So you see, this is the PUBG plugin. This is a debug method of PUBG for finding if somebody is cheating or not, and this is the main PUBG. Okay, so I am attaching to that, and let's first thing we have to do is pause the game process. So we can pause it from here. Okay, we have paused it on Crafton, and then click on this hamburger icon and click this folder with the down arrow. Okay, and then here we have to first find out the address where the, let us say we are trying to dump Lebanogs. So Lebanogs library starts from here, 44000000, okay, in the XA region, and in the ending address we have to find where it is ending, and we take the second offset from that. Okay, so this is Lebanogs, go down, Lebanogs, go down. So now here it is libglass v2.so, which we use externally for hooking into emulator graphics, but it is not important right now. So we are trying to dump this library. So the ending address of this library is 475,000. How do we know that this is the ending address? So we can use another thing, the command adb shellcat proc 710, which is the PID of the game, and I have found this with this command, adb shell PID off, and then com.tencent.ig, whichever is your version, and this will give you the PID. You put this PID here, adb shell and quotation marks cat proc 7710, which is this PID, maps. Okay, so this will show you the memory mapping of the emulator, where each library is situated inside the memory of the emulator. Okay, so if you go down a little bit, you will see that in the region 4400000, we already know that libg cloud is started, and libnogs start from this address 4798000. but inside the emulator we see that libnogs is not started from that. Libnogs is shown to me starting from this address, okay, the XA code region. This is because this kind of emulator, the LD player, doesn't work like an actual rooted phone. So it is using like a layer of translation between the ARM operating system and the Windows operating system. So it is kind of like a mismatch in the internal addresses and the external addresses. Okay, so but anyways, if you are inside rooted phone and you don't have access to these commands, or you can't find out these the mapping, you can just go and use manual method, like search manually. So here it is started, and the ending address is the last address, the second address of the last entry of the library. This is the last entry of library libnogs.so, and this is the final address 4705000. So we select it and we see that the address is wrong, so we correct it 4705000. Okay, and then we select in a location where we want to dump the library. So this we want to dump libnogs, and we also want to dump libue4, because these are the main two libraries where people are targeting their their offsets and their anti-bands. Okay, so now where do we have the libue4? Libue4 normally comes in 93C address. And how do I know this? I have already told you that you can just do a manual dump of the maps of the game from the emulator or from your mobile using PC. You can use it on ADB with your PC. Okay, but I have already done it here. By the way, these are not important. These are the maps, and we see that libue4 is starting from 93CE 9000. Okay, 93CE 9000. Let's try to search it. So 93CE should be down here. Okay, 93B, 93D, 93C. Okay, and now we want to find libue4 here. Okay, okay, so the addresses are a bit different, but it doesn't matter. It is starting from the XA. Okay, this is the memory type. Okay, XA and C allocated and etc etc, those are memory types inside Android. So it starts from here 93D, and let's go again to that location 93D and find the ending address for the same library. 93D was here. Yes, like here, yes. And we can scroll down from here and find the ending address of libue4 here. We see down that there the anonymous region is started, and you can see that it is in yellow, and there are some other odex, and so you know that this is like the dex side of the apps. So here this is the ending address 9BC 2D000, 9BC 2D000. Okay, so we will change it like this. Okay, and then we can verify also using a calculator if the size is actually correct or not. So just type like 9BC2D000 minus 93D3D000. Okay, 9BC2D000 93D3D000. Okay, so it gives me 133 megabytes. So it is roughly around the same size of the libnogs library, about 133 megabytes. You already know it. So we save it now, It will take a few seconds and the dump will be complete. After that, remember that the game is still paused. Okay, we don't want to disconnect the game guardian from the game. Okay, so we will just minimize it by clicking the icon of the icon of the game, I think, like this. Yeah, and then oh, I should not have started it. I don't know how we can pause it, but okay, I don't know, I'm a noob, so when this is all done, you should go to home, and I don't know how to minimize this thing. Maybe from here. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Now we have to go to our ES file explorer, or whatever file explorer you have at that time. Go to the dumps folder which you have just completed, and remember we have taken the dump at Crafton logo. Okay, cut this and push it to the pictures folder. It will take a few seconds, like 9-10 seconds. Okay, so it's here. We can see that this location, these addresses were for Lebanogs. Okay, and we can call it standard. Okay, like the we have not applied any bypass or anything like that. Okay, and then we can call it like libu e4 standard. Okay, we have these now, and we can take it to a different folder for analysis. Like on my desktop, I like to keep everything. Okay, now we have to come and start the process again after applying dump. Okay, starting game guardian, and because I am trying to apply offset, so it is always recommended to hide game guardian from the game, but no problem. Start it, attach it to the game, and wait for Crafton logo and pause it there. Okay, okay, so we paused it here last time also, and we are also pausing it here right now. The game is paused in the background. Now let us say you have a bypass or something. Okay, this is the time you apply it. Okay, you apply your bypass. I have an old script that I shown to you here. This is an old script I have. By the way, it is detected, so we will apply it. Let's try to apply it. I don't know if the script is okay or not, but let's execute it. Okay, and then we pause the game again. Okay, and now go back to your dumping method. Let's try to dump the libanogs again. Okay, because now the offsets are applied into the library, we are interested in getting those and finding if the offsets are completely correctly written or not. Okay, so last time we also did 475,000. We will correct it again, 475,000, and we will save this dump again. Okay, For the same purpose you can continue with UE4, but let's say that we are now only interested in debanogs. To make the video a little bit shorter, go back to the dumps again and cut this and put it into your PC. Okay, go back here, take it out to whatever folder you want your analysis to be inside. So I will call it like Lebanogs dump. Okay, after bypass. Now we have these two files of exactly identical sizes, 4091904, and similarly this one 4091904. Okay, it doesn't matter what the size is, it should be identical. Now we have like a a tool that we can use for finding it, and that tool I have already published in UC. Okay, this tool differ by Han is already posted on UC. You can search under my name and you will find it. This is a simple tool like 33 KB in size, and also it is not protected or it doesn't have any kind of viruses or anything. You can see it in Detect It Easy program. This is not protected, it is a .NET assembly, and you can also open it in the DNSpy and see all the code inside. So nothing is hidden, like no resources or no internet activity or anything like that. Okay, you can see everything, all the code, whatever I have written, everything is here. And you can also convert it to like a project, export to project, and then you can enhance it. If you enhance it, do please share with us. So we have this, we will open first the dump from the desktop that I have now. Now we remember that we have this dumped library. Open it, and also we have the original library, the standard one, Lebanogs. We open it. Okay, and then we click just process. It will generate these files, code, differences, offsets only, etc, etc, and just you can open code and you can see that on these locations some offsets are applied, and the edit value is also given here. In Telegram, when people are stealing things, they don't get these edit value. You have to make it yourself. Okay, but here in this program you will see all the locations where the offsets are and where the edit values are. Exactly everything is here, but you have to remember a little bit. After a certain address, like after you see the original, let's say the original, we have up to here 2EDEB0. okay, and in UE4 there is also something, but that is not important. You see that the biggest or the largest address that we have edited is in the 2EDE region. Okay, so you should also know that here whatever addresses are coming after the 2E, like after here, these are changed by the game. The game changes certain locations which are DCD addresses. So let us say if you go to this address, whatever it is, go to this and you will see that it is a data DCD address. So by default it is FFFFFF, and when the game starts it is 01000000, whatever it is overwritten by the game. Okay, so these addresses are not important, so you can go ahead and safely delete these, and you will be left with the exact patches. Now if you have like a program that you want to change it for, like create with hex or something, you should use these sections to make your own this kind of so let us say I have write bytes. Okay, and I want it to be in hexadecimal format. See how the output will become. Okay, and now I will make it a hexadecimal, but I will also remove the string side. Okay, and then I will add a nogs plus. Okay, and then if I have like I don't need this, So it will be like this, and if I want it as a string, and okay, if as a hex, then like this. Okay, but in the mobile side people do it like, I don't remember exactly, but it is something like this, create with hex or something. Okay, and then they do this thing, if I'm not wrong, Lebanon, and then comma, and then again something like the address should be here, and the address is also a number, and then the offsets are here, they are written in this format, and there are commas, quotation marks before and after the offsets, correct, like this. And I think something, and then in the end they add dot modify. So if like dot modify in something like this, and here they add this. Okay, so if you click process now, and then you come back here and refresh, it will be ready in your format, whichever format you want, and then just take copy and paste in your internal side or whatever. Okay, but remember the rules that after the 30 the remaining offsets are not important. Okay, these are DCD values, so whoever modify them, the game automatically modifies them later on. Okay, so these things are the offsets, and we have seen that it is equal to these. So 371FA we have written 89, which is equal to 5900. So 371FA, go here, where is 371FA? Here, and 5900 is written here. Okay, so all the offsets with the correct date values will be shown to you here. Alright, so this is how you can get the correct values. Now using these tools and this method, you can find out if your offsets are correctly written or not. If you want to hide it, like if you want to apply some kind of patch using hook, so you need this method to find out if your libraries are like showing the original offsets and original edit values, or if they are not showing them and instead they are showing the hook. Okay, this is like a method of verification. Now what about internal people, mobile Android root users, which applications they can use instead of like this differ tool? Unfortunately they have to use this, and I think there is a Windows emulator for people using Androids. They use IDEA on it, so just install this or just copy paste this application from here. I will not send this to the group because it could have been infected somehow, but it is better that you download it from unknowncheats.me website, where I have posted it there. Okay, so similar process can also be used for the libue4. Okay, if you do not understand the video, repeat it, watch it again, follow the steps yourself, and then you will understand it better. Okay, and then when you get the codes, here the other files, they show the differences. Okay, the other file, they show only the offsets, which are posted everywhere on Telegram, and these are only the pages. So these could be beneficial for people if they want to post somewhere or do leaks or something like that. Okay, now to my haters, they would think that I have done a bad job by showing this method. No, it is not a bad thing, it is a good thing. It is an opportunity for you guys to improve your offsets writing method. Use hooks or use jumps, fake jumps, memory allocations, write your patches there, jump from your main libraries to that memory allocated regions, read the edit values, and then jump back again to your original locations. So things like that can be done, and or you could apply like CDS substrate, main hooks or something like that, MS hooks, or these things. There are other methods also, like how to detect game guardian and block it from dumping your libraries. So this is like another tip, and there you could also use many methods. So for your LD player users, they can use external dumpers, files that run in PC and read values from there. So even if you have like blocked game guardian, people would still be able to copy your offsets from inside the emulator by using an external program in their PC. So this is like a challenging thing, like a spear, and the spear for all uh, block shields, there is an all piercing spear. This is a saying. So this is like a competition between the reversers and the protectors, reversers and protectors. So this thing goes ups and downs and ups and downs. So improve, learn more, explore more, and don't be stagnant. Okay, even stagnant water smell foul a little bit later. So do not let your knowledge be stagnant. Improve it, learn and try and experiment new things every day. Okay, best of luck. I hope you have learned something from it. Do share your feedback in our Telegram group and discuss these videos. Thank you so much. Have a good day, everyone.